Well, yeah, I'm over here at my grandpa's building, working on a tree blind. Still in the beginning stages. It'll get there eventually. But just wanted to take time to share a little something with you guys. We're 2 weeks left in the rabbit hunting season in here in North Carolina. For those of you that are hunters, if you've not gotten your numbers like where you thought that they should be by this time, how are you training your dogs? See, the way I did it growing up, I listened to my dad and my grandpa talk about the dogs that they used to have growing up in the past, and they said that they always wanted a pack of dogs that would stay right there with them until the rabbit got up, and then would go on off and not kind of mosey on off and just kind of do their own little thing. Maybe open up over here, maybe open up way over there, and you're trying to hunt this one particular area and they're already 75, 100 yards away from you. Some people are against it, but I'm a firm believer in shot collars. They help the dog, help you keep your dog where you want it. Some people are against it, but actually, to tell you the truth, you don't have to use them that much. You just put the collar on the dog's neck. Once you shock that dog once or twice, it knows. It knows that the collar's on it. It knows what it does. And most of the time, they'll listen, after about the first or second time you've popped it. And you don't have to even hit it that hard. But, yeah, I listened to when my dad and my grandpa had talked, and they said that they wanted packs of dogs that would stay right there with them until the rabbit got up. Well, the last breed of dog, the last litter I trained, I started them as soon as their eyes opened up. We keep San Juan rabbits, which, if you know anything about them, they're almost identical to your wild rabbit. The only difference is they're a little bit slower, and you've got to chase them down quick when the dogs are after them, because they will catch the rabbit every time. So that's what I did. I started them out as soon as their eyes opened up as pups, and I would what I would do is I would just let them kind of drool all over the rabbit right there in the yard. Just stay right there with them. I mean, they don't have teeth. They're not hurting the rabbit. They're just drooling all over the rabbit's looking at you like, God help me. And I'd do it for about 5 or 10 minutes every day, and then I'd put the rabbit back in his cage, put the dogs back up, and then I would take I'd do this, every day until the dogs got to where they would chase the rabbit and basically run sight races out there in the yard. And I would do that until I felt like that was getting too easy. And then I lived out in the woods, so I'd take the rabbit, I'd put it out in the woods, and then I'd just bring the dogs right to it, just kind of, let them, get used to running in the woods. And then as it got too easy, I would make it a little bit harder. Sometimes I'd take the rabbit, I would turn the rabbit loose, I would leave the rabbit in the woods for 30 minutes to an hour. And then I'd get the dogs and I'd bring them out there and let them track the rabbit, by scent. And that proved to be effective. Now, young pups, they're a little skittish of briar patches, honeysuckles, and whatnot, and a lot of thick cover. So you just gotta do like I did. I actually picked the dog up and actually threw it in the honeysuckle patch one time. And it kind of just sat there. It was scared at first, but then actually she ended up being one of our best dogs we ever had, and would go and chase the rabbits into that thick stuff and not come out until that rabbit had moved out of there. So yeah, that's my helpful hint for today. So yeah, stay tuned. There's more to come. Might do another video this afternoon. I don't know, just kind of see how the day goes. But yeah. Stay tuned.